Boom. Left, face.
Good evening. I'm honored and privileged to be with you this evening. I offer my heartfelt congratulations to the newly elected town officials. This is indeed a day of Thanksgiving, a celebration of democracy, a truly American moment. Tonight, we transition our government. The voters have spoken, and we have all won. We have all won because our incredible system still endures. Without violence or bloodshed, our citizens once again went peacefully to the polls to cast their ballots. We can never despair the outcome, but only celebrate the triumphant fulfillment of this awesome and wondrous process. The history of self-government in Connecticut is long and rich. The fundamental orders drawn up in 1639 by early colonists called for an orderly and decent government. To maintain the peace and union for such a people, there should be an orderly and decent government established. They also proclaimed the radical ideas that the authority of government came from the free consent of those governed, and that representation, or letting the people choose their own leaders, was the way to make government work. So here we are, 374 years later, we continue this glorious tradition with full faith and confidence that this government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. We welcome you here this evening for this great celebration. I'm now going to ask Bruce Elliott, commander of the Simsbury American Legion, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Would everyone please join me? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We are grateful to have the very talented Kate and Tim Amaral with us this evening to sing the national anthem for us. Thank you for being here.
We held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Shoulder, punch.
That was beautiful, thank you. I'm now going to call upon Reverend Woodrow Eddins to give us deliver the invocation. Good evening, Reverend. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, John. Thankful to be here to represent the various religious traditions of our community, and I echo John's words of thankfulness for our democratic tradition with all its flaws and problems. It's the best in the world at selecting leaders. With this in mind, may we take a moment and give thanks to God. God of all people and of all creation, we call you by many names, experience your presence in various ways. We come together tonight giving you thanks that we have been blessed for the community in which we live and for those who have given their time, their talents to serve here in Simsbury. We thank you for this nation. May it ever be a beacon of hope and freedom for our world. and we thank you for all creation, the work of your hands. May we be responsible stewards of all that has been entrusted to our care. As we install these women and men into positions of leadership and responsibility in our community, we pray that they will always be mindful of their obligation to the least in our society, the elderly, the poor, the children with no one to speak for them. Give our leaders your vision of what we are called to be and the wisdom to make that vision a reality. Strengthen them to face the challenges that lie ahead. As they work together, may they feel the support of this community and all that they do. This is our prayer for them and for us. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend. Before I continue, I wanted to welcome our State Senator, Kevin Whitgos. We're honored that he's joined us this evening, and I'm honored to serve him in the state legislature. And Senator, thank you so much for being here and joining us for the festivities. Yeah, I'll be about a couple hours, so. We are delighted to be joined this evening by State Comptroller Kevin Lembo. Mr. Lembo was elected Connecticut State Comptroller in 2010 following 20 years of public service and advocacy. Prior to this, he served as Connecticut's first healthcare advocate, where he spent years helping thousands of residents navigate the complexities of the healthcare system. He advocated for patients denied coverage of treatment and returned millions of dollars to consumers. As State Comptroller, Mr. Lembo continues to lead the charge for more affordable and quality health care. Comptroller Lembo also serves as the Chief's fiscal guardian, monitoring and reporting on the state's financial status, coordinating health care and payroll for hundreds of thousands of public employees and retirees. He has been hailed by advocacy groups and the media as a champion of transparency for his efforts to promote public access to vital state financial information. He has championed the transition of the state to a new era of financial transparency and accountability. A trusted leader and a friend of the state of Connecticut and a very good friend of Simsbury, it gives me great pleasure to welcome State Comptroller Kevin Lembo.
John, thank you. Senator Whitgos, it's good to see you, sir. It's a pleasure to be in Simsbury, back in Simsbury. I feel like I'm here a lot of late, but it's always a good thing. So I come with a couple of messages, and one is you're catching me on a very good day because any day I get to report a surplus is a good day. And if you didn't see it, please check the papers. And also to come to a town that is not only managed so well and so competently, by the elected leaders that you put in place, but is a town that is known and cited to be such a wonderful place to live. And not just because it is organically, I guess it probably is organically, but because of the thousands and thousands of volunteer hours that people in this community put back into this community, because of the love of this community, because you want to make it a place that you can raise your kids and hopefully have your kids stay. And that the things that you love about this town will still be here for them when it's their turn to take the reins and take over leadership. So I live in Guilford, which is a town very similar to Simsbury. And so it's nice to be here and to feel that same, dare I call it, vibe. A community that comes together after a partisan election, which is the way our system is constructed, but come together for purposes of making this place a better place to live. So to the winners of those elections, congratulations, and there is obviously much work beyond the running. You step out, you put your toes on the line because you believe in something, because you have an idea, and because you hope to see something change or continue. But then once the elections are over, it's about the business of governance, which is not democratic, and it's not Republican. And in this case, it's about the people of the town of Simsbury. And to those who ran and did not win, a special thank you. Because it's not easy putting your toes on the line. It's not easy putting yourself out there, opening yourself up, but you do it because you care. So in the doing of it, that's really what matters, in the willingness to participate. Public officials and public institutions are often mocked these days as, well, you can fill in the blanks yourself. But they're important. They're the things that stabilize our communities. They're the things that bring us together to make collective decisions about our future. And so thank you. Thank you to this town for supporting these people who are going to do their measured best to make you proud and to make everyone in the state of Connecticut proud of the work they're doing and of the town of Simsbury. So thank you for the invitation to be with you tonight, and I hope it's a great one.
Thank you, Mr. Comptroller. I'm not sure if our guest speaker has arrived. Has Mr. Carroll arrived? Otherwise, I think we will proceed to the administration of the oath of office if he is not yet here. May I call on the town clerk to do so? Yeah. Okay. We are going to start with the administration of the oath of office. First Selectman Mary A. Glassman, by her husband, Attorney Andrew Glassman. Mary will also be joined by her daughter Amanda, and she's also joined by her mother, who has a very special birthday today, so we're delighted she's here as well. So happy birthday. I'd also ask Mr. and Mrs. Glassman to come up, as well as Mary's mother, and here she comes.
They just,
The whole family's coming
I
up.
guess, yeah. Mary, you have to raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully discharge, according to law, your duties as First Selectman of the town of Simsbury to the best of your abilities, so help you God?
I will.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. I'll now ask the town clerk to administer the oath to the elected members of the Board of Selectmen.
Thank you, John. So the members of, thank you. The members of the Board of Selectmen, after Mary, who's First Selectman, we have Sean Askham, Cheryl Cook, Nancy Haase, Lisa Hebner, and Mike Payne. Here. Ask you each please to raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully discharge, according to law, your duties as a member of the Board of Selectmen to the best of your abilities, so help you God? Congratulations. Congratulations, Cheryl. Congratulations, Lisa. And what I'd like to do now is call up the rest of our elected officials, and I'll call your names. Actually, I'll call all the names of the people who were newly elected We know some could not make it to the ceremony tonight, but the people who are here, please come up and just kind of arrange yourselves in the front, if you would. From the Board of Finance, Linda Schofield, Maura Wertheimer. From the Board of Education, Mike Goman, Chris Kelly, Lydia Tadone, Tara Donahue-Willerup. From the Board of Assessment Appeals, Stephen Nocera. From the Planning Commission, Bob Kulikowski, Alan Needham, Kevin Prell. From the Zoning Commission, Kevin Gray, Derek Peterson, Rob Pomeroy. From the Zoning Board of Appeals, Carol Bingham, Tegan Blackburn, Katie Martin, Jackie Batos. From the Library Board of Trustees, Ann Erickson, Christopher Morkin, Polly Gardo-Rice, Gail Keebler-Ryan. A lot of elected officials. I'm going to ask you each please to raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully discharge, according to the law, the duties of the office to which you have been elected to the best of your abilities? So help you God. I do. Congratulations. And we have one more board. This is an appointed board that was just appointed by the Zoning Commission, and their term also starts tonight. And that's our Design Review Board. So I'd like to call up the members of the Design Review Board who might be here. John Carroll, Anka Dragulski, Anthony Drapelick, J. Paul Lanza, Jonathan Lashever, Jennifer Murnane, and Ronald Perry. I'd like you each please to raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you'll faithfully discharge your duties as a member or alternate of the Design Review Board to the best of your abilities, so help you God?
To grasp and hold a vision, that is the very essence of successful leadership, said former President Ronald Reagan. Simsbury has indeed been blessed with visionary leadership under Mary Glassman. Since taking office, she has taken our town to new heights, governing with honesty, integrity, and decency. She's been a noble steward of the well-being of Simsbury, providing its citizenry with steadfast, responsible, open, and transparent government. The people have called upon her once again to stand and lead. I'm proud to present our extraordinary First Selectman, Mary Glassman.
Thank you very much, John. Comptroller Lembo, Senator Witkos, Representative Hampton, and all the newly elected officials, family, and friends, thank you so much for being here tonight for this wonderful celebration. And thanks to everyone who participated, from our invocation to our wonderful national anthem to our wonderful police guard. Thank you so much for participating. I am honored to be Simsbury's first selectman again, and I thank the voters of Simsbury for their faith and trust in me and allowing me to continue my hard work as Simsbury's first selectman. As I begin serving my 8th term tonight as first selectman, I know it's a long time. To put it in perspective, my son, I was pregnant with my son Sam, and he'll be graduating from Johns Hopkins in May. So it gives you a little perspective. But I would especially like to thank my family and who are here tonight for all their support and their love. You met my husband Andy, my daughter Amanda, my in-laws Bev and Abe Glassman, my sister-in-law, loyal sister-in-law Liz Melvin, and of course my mother and my stepfather Bob and Frances Sinkowitz. And it is indeed my mother's 85th birthday, so please join me in congratulating her. Oops, I wasn't supposed to tell you her age. Never mind. It's a big birthday. I would also like to welcome former First Selectman Anita Mueller, who is here tonight, and to thank her for her service. Anita? In the course of Simsbury's history, there's been fewer than 30 First Selectmen. So this is indeed a rare club. We did invite all of the former First Selectmen, and I'm grateful that Anita could make it here tonight, so thank you for being here. As we gather tonight, whether this is the beginning of your 8th term or your first term, we celebrate the democratic process and the will of the voters who have given all of us the privilege of working for the people of Simsbury. And for those who ran and put their name on a ballot and didn't win, we thank you for giving the voters a choice and also encourage you to stay involved and part of the democratic process in our community. And because it's such an honor for those who have been chosen to serve, we are reminded that the honor comes with much responsibility. It is our responsibility as we begin our terms tonight to do what is always in the best interest of our town. As public servants, it is our job to ensure that the public's money is spent as efficiently as possible and that programs are administered fairly and with transparency. We have much to be proud of in our community tonight. People who are willing to sacrifice their time and share their talents to build a strong community. A place we can call home that is rich with the beauty of the mountains, the river, and open spaces. Dedicated and hard-working town staff who provide advice and guidance each and every day to help us make good decisions. Good schools and a safe place to live. As a former tobacco town, we have honored our heritage by preserving more than 30% of our town's 30 square miles as open space to ensure locally grown produce continues to be available at our town's 7 farms. No wonder Simsbury is the only town in Connecticut to be listed as a dozen destinations on the National Trust for Historic Preservation, federally designated as a Preserve America community, and ranked in the top 100 of CNN Money Magazine's Best Places to Live in 2011 and 2013. But many challenges lie ahead of us as well. A difficult economy will make our budget choices difficult over the next 2 years. The loss of jobs or family struggles have sent more people to our doorsteps than ever before for someone to help. Let us begin working together to find ways to ensure a healthy and happy community for all of our residents. Let us welcome the public in our discussions. Let us commit to being open and transparent in all of our choices. And let us find ways to encourage more people to get involved in sharing their time and their talents with our community. Thank you so much for being here tonight, and congratulations to all our newly elected officials. I particularly want to thank Sue Mazursky, First Selectman to 2 First Selectmen who will be retiring this month, and I want you to join me in thanking her for her service to our town. Congratulations. It has been a pleasure and an honor to work with Sue, and I look forward to working with all of our newly elected officials. Thank you for participating tonight. Thank you.
Again, congratulations one and all, especially to the new Board of Selectmen, especially the freshman members who, as I know, will be duly hazed and acclimated, but it is a thrilling experience, and I wish you all the best, and congratulations to the returning board members as well. And to echo earlier comments, I wanted to thank all the people who put so much work into this event. Bruce Elliott, thank you for being here, and the Amaral family members for singing, and the police for being here, Carolyn Kiley, our town clerk, and all our town staff that are here gathered, Reverend Woody Eddins, and good luck to all the newly elected board and commissioner members. Just to let you know, we'll have a brief reception in the foyer afterwards to celebrate and congratulate the newly elected officials. So thank you for being with us here this evening, and happy holidays.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.